This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. So we got Gilbert Arenas breaking down the FBI's connection to the NBA, gambling, and insider info. Let's dive into it.
Gil, you truly believe LJ is injured, or do you think he's out the game because of this? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think. Like, I'm gonna just be honest, man. It's 34 people, man. Like, there's not no surprises. Like, whoever's in this, and they had stuff in it, they got them. There's no, and they're gonna get them all at the same time. Well, they're gonna get all the people that they need to get all at the same time. There might be like other athletes that they're named here and there, but the names they wanted to make the splash, the NBA names. Ooh, nice.
This does raise another important conversation. There is a ton of insider information that gets shared. When you look at all the NBA insiders, all that information is getting communicated from somebody. And a lot of you are naive out there. When you look at a Woj bomb or whatever it may be, it came from somebody, right? Yeah, so if you're in that organization, I'm just saying, how many work in that organization? It's a process of elimination. Or where you're going to get it from. It's either coming from the agents, inside the organization, from the player. There's only like a couple different areas it could come from. It's not like information me or you just going to randomly have. If I know this person's about to sign an extension, or this person does this, or this person's knees not responding well to treatment, or whatever it is. No different than TMZ. Oh, this nigga Gil's up here at the restaurant. Come take some photos.
Okay. I got questions, but I got to figure out what the answer. Okay.
Like Greer asking who leaked the pool Draymond tape. I have a few theories.
Hold on, I got questions, Joe, because now you got me thinking. All right, what's the rule on injury?
They have to report it by a certain time, right? If I'm not mistaken.
By a certain time.
But a Cat, for example, Cat was supposed to be went from questionable to doubtful, back to questionable, and played in the Knicks season opener with that quad 2 or with that grade 2 quad strain, right?
Now, insider information, okay. If you get this information, like if one says questionable, right? And you get this information at 10, 11, 12 a.m. or, 10, 11 a.m. before noon, and you know definite this person's out or whatever, before it's reported,
yes,
that's insider information, right?
That would be considered inside. It's insider information. You have that inside information, right? But now if I take that information and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna go lower, or I'm gonna go," and I think the other team's gonna win now because that player's not playing. That's where it becomes. That's why the injury report is such. People are such a stickler for it, because the other side of it too. Let's say Wemby or whoever is not playing, whoever the team he's not playing against, I'm gonna say, "Oh, they're gonna get more buckets this game because they're actually gonna drive to the cup and dunk on Luke Cornett." Or Giannis not playing. All right. And Bobby Portis gonna have more tonight because he's gonna play more. Whatever.
Okay, now, okay. How does this work? Now, let's say I find out, right, that someone's not playing in the morning, right? And then I'm betting, and then I put it on my social media. It's not insider, is it, or it is?
Well, now that inside information not inside anymore because you've shared it publicly.
But but why would I be? Like, why would my tweet be reputable?
That's the whole point. You got to take everything with not a grain of salt nowadays, but it would think it would be reputable. Well, it was like when we're on the show and you say player X, Y, or Z feels a certain way, and everybody said, "Oh, Gil, that's cap. That's not true." But you've spoken to player X, Y, or Z, and they've told you that they feel a certain way.
Oh,
so it's really about It's not up to you to make them believe whatever you're saying.
So this is a big gray area of anything, then, because now you're looking at what medical staff like.
That's the point. I'm saying. So if you have connections, you could. It could be the security guard who stands outside the medical staff that just gets random told to him by people all day, every day.
So basically, what will happen then if someone gets a hold of what's the name, right? So if I find out, like, okay, but his line won't be on the thing. I was like, you find out LeBron's going to play before he announces it, but his line wouldn't be on there.
Gilbert really pulled back the curtain on how deep this whole thing goes. The FBI, gambling, insider info, it's like a whole different level of game manipulation.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so I don't.
But
I'm trying to figure. Like oh, wait, no, wait, yeah. Okay, so now this is, got it, Joe. Now I can see what the problem will be. The problem will be, let's say you find out LeBron is playing, let's say next game, but nobody knows. And they have the Lakers losing by 3, right? And I find out, I will take, knowing LeBron's about to play, I'm going to take the +3, right?
Of course.
And I'm going to beat the lineup and do all this. And then when it's reported that LeBron is playing,
you're ahead of the game.
That line will change. Lakers will be favorite. And then I bet that line coming the other way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All this is very, very sticky and extremely tricky situation. And anytime bread's involved in anything.
You gotta put a hard stop on that. That can get dangerous.
All this stuff is super murky. That's why
how do you stop stuff like that? Hold on, let me see. Ghost, here go my Ghost. Hill and Joe, you're gonna laugh. So hold on. So Damon Jones told a sports bettor AD was going to be out. The bettor then put thousands on the Lakers losing. AD, due to pressure, played last minute, and Damon tried canceling it, but it was too late. Bet was placed, bet lost. Bettor wanted his money back from Damon over that miscommunication.
Yep, and that therein lies the dangerous game we play.
And I snitched on this. You see why I said like, come on, man. Like, why are y'all putting me in something like this?
Therein lies the dangerous.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a whole different level.
And this is a crazy part. Like, just being in the circle and being connected to people, right? Obviously, people don't know how connected to this, that, or whatever I am. But you get information told to you, and you'll know that information hours before it becomes public. So it's always funny to me, back when Woj was active on Twitter, he would drop a Woj bomb. It's like, I knew that an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
But now seeing that the channels they have to go through to get that information versus the channels that I have to go through to get it. And it's like, I'm not sharing that. I'm keeping it to myself.
Yeah. Yes.
It ain't got to do with me.
Yes. I know I'm the one said I would tell on my case. I don't know what this got to do with my case.
Gilbert Arenas touched on several points regarding the intersection of the FBI, NBA, and gambling. He expressed frustration with how his personal case was being tied to broader issues involving insider information, gambling, and the NBA's integrity. He seemed to suggest that while certain individuals may be involved in illegal activities, like gambling on NBA games or leaking sensitive information, he didn't see how it connected to him directly. He highlighted the slippery nature of the situation, pointing out that insiders like agents or medical staff often share confidential details about players' statuses before they're publicly revealed. Gilbert emphasized how insider information, such as whether a star player is playing in a game, can heavily influence betting lines, which makes it a risky area for athletes and others involved. He compared it to how media insiders, like Woj, often have access to such details before they're made public. Gilbert also suggested that gambling entities, like sportsbooks, could be passing along information to law enforcement or the FBI if it's deemed suspicious or illegal, like manipulating game outcomes for profit. He also referenced how pressure on players like Anthony Davis could lead to last-minute decisions to play, which could affect betting patterns.